The world is really good at telling us what they think is broken in our lives. You're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too outspoken, you're too quiet, you're too blonde, you're too red, you're fixing, repairing, bettering, or even lessening. Sometimes we just got to let some shit go.
Yes.
Like, we don't let ourselves shine. Instead, we hide. We hide the grief. We hide the rage. We hide the burnout. Because God forbid we make someone uncomfortable. All right. Welcome back to Unapologetic Rabble-Rousers. I'm DocShellie.
And I'm Carla Lewis. Okay. So while we wouldn't really want to date this particular episode, want to acknowledge that it really is happening at the beginning of a new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. The fact is, however, that new what's next can kick in anytime. So while we're celebrating the fact this is at the beginning of, I'm not going to name the year. The fact is that January is this stage. It provides this stage for us to be able to say, okay, this year, this is the year.
The ball dropped. I got to challenge my whole self. I got to reinvent myself.
Reinvention. Oh my gosh. Yes. Whole new standards, new rules. So what's the real question here, Shelley?
I mean, let's be real. Do we really need to squeeze ourselves into another reinvention? No. Let me answer that for you. No.
Yeah. So who decided that showing up as more of who you already are is really necessary?
Yeah.
Isn't the you are enough? So let's dig into this, Michelle, because the pressure is on. And it's, again, not just because it's a new year.
Yeah. But let's not accept the pressure. What if you didn't need to become a new you? What if you just needed to become more of you?
And does that suggest then an opportunity for us to reflect on the pressure that we put on ourselves to become a better version of ourselves, because that's what we want? And as opposed to the pressure that we may receive from the outside world.
The performance trap.
Oh, yes.
Because everyone else is doing it. I guess I got to do it too.
Well, not just I gotta, but I don't want to be seen as different or outside that norm or not caring like everybody else does.
Yeah. It's like it's pressure. Like, you got to level up, you got to glow up, you got to boss up, you got to whatever, you got to go to the gym, you got to watch what you're eating, you got to yada, yada, yada.
And where is that gotta, yada, yada? I love it. Sorry. Gotta, yada, yada, yada. If it's not coming from inside you, if it's not coming from inside and it's what I really want, then how does it matter?
If it's not what you want, it's probably people pleasing.
Okay. So I want to enter my next season focused on helping everybody else feel good about me. What? What? I'm just asking. So let's talk about people pleasing.
Yeah, I think there's an expectation that we spend time in reflection. We spend time setting goals for the new year. We spend time. There are some crazy statistics about the New Year's resolutions, right? That people set them, and within 6 to 8 weeks, they have given up on them. So, but there's all this pressure this time of year for people to reinvent themselves. And sometimes that new me is just the world's expectation in a prettier font. You don't really need to change. I don't really need to change it up if I don't want to. If I
I
want
love
to do something for myself, then I can, and I can do that any time of year. I don't need to wait for the new year. I don't need to wait for Monday morning. I don't need to wait till there's that big event coming up or after the big event. Like people always have these excuses or things that they're waiting for. I can't tell you how many times I'll start my diet on Monday morning. Well, it's Tuesday. Why don't you start it now?
it's yeah.
Understand?
What a great question. And I mean, it stands as a question that could be used in so many different endeavors.
Yeah.
Yep. This is my plan. I'm getting ready to be ready to get ready to be ready to go on that diet. Maybe. You know what?
Maybe.
There was what I don't remember what episode it was, or we talked about this whole plan B thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to step back and say, okay, what is it that you really want to
You
do
want. Yeah.
and why? The why is so important because if there isn't a strong why, then any little breeze is going to be able to blow you off of your path.
Yes. And I think we need to give ourselves permission to stop fixing things that weren't broken. The world is really good at telling us what they think is broken in our lives. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too outspoken. You're too quiet. You're too blonde. You're too red. Your eyes are too bright. Your eyes are too dull. You wear too much makeup. You don't wear enough makeup. You're too short. You're too tall. Your shoes are ugly. Your shoes are beautiful. Shut the hell up. Like the world is really good at telling you everything that is wrong with you.
And that's because there's money to be made in helping you make it right.
But here's yes. And here's the like you don't need permission to fix something that was never broken. Like look at yourself and your own value system, the things that you love about yourself, the things about yourself that maybe you don't love so much, and those are the things that you want to look at fixing, repairing, bettering, or even lessening. Sometimes we just got to let some shit go.
Yes.
Like we don't
Yes.
let ourselves shine. Instead, we hide. We hide the grief. We hide the rage. We hide the burnout. Because God forbid we make someone uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're bringing forward some recent episodes, aren't we? That I'm going to assume you're going to be uncomfortable. So I'm going to do everything I can to preempt that, even though I'd have no idea that you will or will not be uncomfortable
Yeah.
with whatever's coming forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got pressure. I'm feeling this pressure to be able to be new and different. And yet deep inside me, I know there's something that says, I love me. I love who I am. And I am not really comfortable with the pressure I'm feeling to become something that I'm not. To look a way that is different than I look right now. Like what I look like right now isn't good enough. So, what are some of the things? How does that translate? Let me start there. And I know this is getting into some other deeper things about how we internalize these challenges, the stresses about wanting to be good enough in air quotes and wanting to be me.
Well, I think that's the thing is we have to understand that we're not here to impress anyone. We're just here to be ourselves. When we are our best selves, we can contribute to the world around us in a very authentic way. But when we're out here trying to prove ourselves, trying to impress other people, we're not being authentic to ourselves. Like I hear this all the time. I gotta walk into that room and impress somebody. I've got to win them over. I've got to show them that I'm competent. I have to prove myself. No, you don't. Because when you go, I know when I go into a room to prove myself, I'm not my best because I'm wearing someone else's hat that does not fit my head. But when I go in and I'm like, I'm confident, I got this, I know what I'm doing, and I show up as my authentic self, it's all good. I feel good about what I did. I can walk out of the room and be like, good, done, nailed it. And even if
And
I
that
didn't nail it, I'm still like, I did the best I could. They didn't like it. Oh well, that's on them, not me.
being able that so you just drew a really distinct line down the middle between going in to prove yourself and going in to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And how is it that being myself ends up falling into second place behind proving myself?
Right.
What is the want that could possibly be behind a drive that says I'm good with
I want to
denying
be
the real
liked. I want
me?
to be accepted. I want to fit in. It's all that crap
Why?
because that's what we have been taught and conditioned to do.
Okay.
People
So
won't like you if you're too loud. People won't like you if you show too much emotion. People won't like you if you're the loudest person in the room. People won't like you if you're the quietest person in the room. It goes on and on and on
and these lessons are being taught to us
from
from
the entire
childhood.
world,
Yeah,
from
and
childhood
from
on.
childhood on, right.
Yeah.
And so in those formative years when those standards are established, challenging those things in our adult years takes a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
because we're trying to pull back layers of years of conditioning that said
Mm-hmm.
there's a standard you need to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have anything to do with being you. It's being who others expect you to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And being able to pull that apart. And as an adult, being able to recognize that, okay, I'm playing a game here. We were talking about games just a little bit ago in a offline conversation that what are the rules? What are the rules that you want to play by so that the best you is not just allowed, but cannot be denied in stepping forward front and center on stage? What a challenge. What an opportunity, though, to be aware that you
Mm-hmm.
have a choice.
Yeah, we all have a choice in how we show up in this world. Are we doing it unapologetically or are we doing it quietly?
Hmm. Hmm.
What if the year of you wasn't about a whole reinvention arc? What if it's just coming back to the parts of you that you've been told are too much, too little, too emotional, too real, too whatever? And you check in on those things. As a kid, I was fearless. I didn't give a rat's ass what anybody thought about me. I kind of still don't, but I kind of do. But like I would walk up to anybody and have a conversation. I still do that a little bit, but they just connect back to your childhood and what were those parts that have been quieted over the years? Do you still
It,
want those to be quieted? If you don't, start to bring those back to life. Reinvent that arc.
when we speak to going back to our childhood, there are a lot of ways that could be taken. And I think for me, that invitation is to go back to the authentic, real, no filters necessarily, but that just coming from the heart. As kids, you watch a child, they are coming from the heart. They are asking questions they really want the answers to. And we can go into the jokes about why, but being able to just be true to you.
Mhm.
Stand up for you.
Mhm.
So, what are some of the practical things that we could do to be able to exercise this unapologetic presence that says it's not, I don't necessarily need to reinvent myself. I just need to realign with what's truly me. What are some things we can do?
I think you need to give yourself permission first. It's okay to do it and do it unabashedly. And then, of course, journal, because why not? But figure out what are the parts of you that you want to bring forward. Where are the parts of you that you want to reinvent? Not because the world told you to, but because you told you to. Where have you been trying to fix yourself because someone told you you needed fixing? Maybe you just need to free yourself. Think about the last thing you set out to improve in your life. Was it for yourself? Was it for your peace? Was it so that you could be palatable to other people? Examine those kinds of things, and I think you'll find where you want to go and who you want to be and how you want to better show up as your full self versus a muted version that is acceptable to the world around you.
Thank you. With that, I'm Carla Lewis.
I am DocShellie. We'll see you next time. What if the year of you wasn't about a whole reinvention arc? What if it's just coming back to the parts of you that you've been told are too much, too little, too emotional, too real, too whatever? And you check in on those things.